Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Anna Parker. I am the faculty academic leader for this summer Biology Research Institute, run by the Summer Immersion program here at Wake Forest University. And I have with me our four graduate academic leaders who are going to be taking charge of the in-classroom instruction for this institute this summer. And so we're just here to kind of introduce ourselves and talk through a couple things that you are going to experience if you come to the Biology Research Institute, as well as let you know a little bit about us and answer a couple questions. So why don't we kick things off by having each of you tell us a bit about yourself and what inspired you to lead and teach in the Biology Research Institute. I guess I'll start. So I ran the Biology Institute last summer, and this summer we were really inspired to give students a more hands-on experience with the process of biological research. And so that's why we've chosen to have graduate academic leaders who are experts in their field handling the in-classroom instruction. And we're really excited that participants are going to have the chance to get their hands really into cutting edge biology research. And I am an assistant teaching professor here at Wake Forest University. I've been here since July of 2023. And that's about me. So Kate, why don't you introduce yourself?
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Kate. I am earning my PhD in biology here at Wake Forest. I am specifically a biological oceanographer, such that I study how the biology of the ocean interacts with the surrounding environment.
My name is Megan. I'm a third-year grad student getting my PhD. I do plant molecular biology, and so I'm studying how plant hormones control root development. I've been helping with the Institute for the past couple years, and so I'm really excited to come back this year.
Yeah, I'm Cam. I am a PhD student here at Wake Forest as well. I grew up in a super rural area, so I'm really excited for the Bio Research Institute because it just seems like a good opportunity that wasn't really something I had an equivalent to in high school. My research deals with malaria, which is this parasite that causes a disease and it lives in your blood, and it's a bad disease, but cool to research.
Thanks. Aaron, how about you round us out?
Oh. Hi everyone, I'm Anrin Myberg. I'm also a third year PhD student at Wake Forest University. I study how fire shapes savanna ecosystem dynamics, specifically in the Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. I taught high school actually for 2 years. I taught science and biology in the Cambridge system while I was completing my master's, and I just absolutely fell in love with teaching. So I'm really passionate about sharing my love for science with students. I'm very excited to teach in in this summer research, the Biological Research Institute.
Awesome. Thanks so much. So just to give a little background on the structure of the Institute this summer, each of our graduate academic leaders is going to be leading one day of instruction, Monday through Thursday, and then we'll have a synthetic wrap-up day on Friday, tying everything together. So let's go around again. And what can students expect on your day of the Biology Research Institute? And walk us through some of the highlights, because we know there's more than just lectures, right? We're not just going to be talked at the whole time. So Kate, why don't you kick us off again?
Absolutely. So students can expect to start their week with me learning how scientists form questions, hypotheses, how they conduct experiments. For me, all in the context of ocean science. So we'll be doing many hands-on activities and exciting in-lab experiment to learn about how these organisms interact with each other and their environment to make the ocean function.
On my day, I'm going to be teaching the students some hardcore molecular biology techniques. So we'll be doing some PCR, practicing with pipettes, all those things you see scientists doing in movies, the things that we use every single day in the lab. That's what we're going to be practicing. And we're really going to be finding out kind of the basics of how things work in the lab.
For my day, since I work in malaria, it's a disease that has kind of crazy dynamics where it's spread by an insect, it's spread by mosquitoes. So we'll have some time that we'll maybe be looking at mosquitoes. We'll get a chance to look at some microscope slides, a lot of hands-on experience with microscopes and just really cool science.
And I'm an ecologist, so ecologists get their hands dirty. So not all science happens in the lab. So we're going to go out and we're going to learn how to measure biodiversity and also how to analyze the ecological data sets and then present this in a way that a greater, large, broad audience can understand.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. How do you think students' experiences in the Biology Research Institute might connect with their future careers? And are there certain skills or insights that they'll walk away with that will be particularly valuable, both for their future careers and as they're deciding what major they might want to pursue in college?
Yeah, so for me, my interest in science stemmed from an immersion program when I was in high school. So I think that that was really influential for my career path. I now even collaborate with scientists that taught me in that program when I was in high school. So even if a student doesn't want a career path in ocean science or any of the other topics covered, ecology, biochemistry, they'll learn skills that are important for many other fields, such as problem solving. So coming up with a problem, figuring out how to fix that problem, such as like testing hypotheses, communication skills. So communicating results to others, which is a key component in science, and team building skills, which translates to collaboration in science or future career paths. So many of these skills are important not only for science careers, but many others.
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with Kate. We are going to be showing students some very translatable skills. A lot of the stuff that we're going to be going over will also be very applicable to any science labs that they might take in college. So this will be a taste for those and kind of prepare them for the future should they decide to major in science. If you're more towards the medicine side, but still kind of deciding, you are going to be able to get to see where the science comes from that is used in all of these medicinal studies, kind of where these drugs come from, how we figure things out, that kind of thing.
I think one of the biggest takeaways that I've had through my science journey is that when you get hands-on with it, it very rarely goes as planned. And a lot of science, the biggest thing that we learn as we're doing it is how to adapt our plans and modify them. So I think the Research Institute is a really good opportunity for, regardless of what career field you end up in, to get a chance to think on your feet and modify things as we go. And no matter where you end up in life, that's something that you're gonna end up having to do at some point.
Yeah, I really think that for my section, that no matter what career you choose, learning about biodiversity and the drivers of natural ecosystems is essential, as we're all responsible for the conservation of the planet, right? So I hope that students will gain a new appreciation for the complexity of a habitat maybe like Ronaldo Meadow that might look boring from afar, but once you take a closer look, you'll be astonished at the diversity of plant life that is. And this is often true for many natural ecosystems. So I really hope my day will spark a newfound curiosity in the natural world for most students, which I think is important to. I also, in addition to this, students will also learn practical fieldwork skills and data analysis skills, which I think can be transferred to any career path, to think critically about data and how to analyze this data set given. Yeah.
Awesome. That all sounds like really great perspectives on what students can take away from this experience. Let's transition to a fun fact about yourself that would surprise your students. Maybe a quirky hobby or a hidden talent. I'll start. I am an avid indoor and outdoor gardener, as you can see from behind me, and I love to collect house plants and grow a big vegetable garden every summer.
A fun fact about me is I like to be on top of the water, so either sailing or being on a boat, but I don't like being in the water. So I'm really terrified of scuba diving, which I think is ironic for someone that studies the ocean, but I'm proof that you can study the ocean without getting in it.
My fun fact is that I actually had 6 pet chickens while I was growing up. They all had their individual names. Some of them had brown eggs, some of them had green eggs. Chickens can have green eggs. And some of them had white eggs. My favorite chicken, though, was named Omelet. She was really sweet. You could hold her, pet her, all sorts of things. But yeah.
When I'm not in the lab, I really have been enjoying playing bass guitar. I'm entirely self-taught, but I took a cool history class in undergrad that was focused on how like music shaped history, and it really inspired me to want to get into guitar. So I've been playing for the last like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, I'm a very keen amateur geologist. I've been collecting rocks since I was a kid. It became quite a problem. Like after a while, my mom had to throw away some of my rocks, and I'm still collecting rocks. I have them displayed right across my house. They make me very happy.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, so now I'm going to answer a couple questions about the logistics side of the program.
Dr. Parker, what qualities make a student a great fit in this program?
Yeah, so I think that the main two key components that are going to make a student really excel in this program and get a lot out of this experience are to be motivated to learn and to be really interested in biology and the subject of biology. And the third component is learning more about research and being really excited to investigate what a biological researcher or a scientist does in their day-to-day life. We're going to be seeing across the whole spectrum of biology here at this institute. And so having a curiosity and getting that experience with what scientists do every day. If that sounds cool to you, I think you're going to be a great fit for the program.
Yeah, so say there was a student that was considering both the Biology Research Institute and the Medicine Research Institute. What do you think are the biggest differences, and how do you think a student should decide which one they would like to go to?
Yeah, so I think the Biology Research Institute is going to provide a broader perspective than the Medicine Institute. Obviously, the Medicine Institute is going to be focused on human health and more specialized in terms of the experiences that are going to be had. We're going to get a really wide spectrum view of what you can do if you're a biological researcher. And you're also going to get more hands-on experience with different aspects of biology if you come to the Biology Research Institute. The Medicine Institute is great if you know you want to be focused on human health and you want to get some insights into what doing an undergraduate or a graduate, post undergraduate training in medicine is going to look like. But if you're not 100% sure, or if you are really interested in different aspects of biology, such as things like grassland ecology or the oceans or cellular and molecular techniques or disease. I really think the Biology Research Institute is going to be a great fit for you to spark and cultivate that curiosity and get some really, really cool hands-on experience from this group of experts. Cool. Well, thank you all so much for watching this video. We're excited to potentially meet you as you come to the Institute this summer. And please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Thanks so much.